Hello and welcome back to Sizzling Purple Productions, aka it's been a busy month and I haven't thought of any actual intros. Who wants to take over the recap of the last session or two?
I wasn't here, so I can't do it.
Just give us your best guess.
I was in some sewers, and then I hung out in there for longer, and then stuff happened that I was not observing nor existed for.
We did try to contact you through some means, I remember, but I think we failed. And
yeah.
we also ended up going to a police station and made some questionable choices.
Okay.
But we did learn some things, and I think we got like a semi-ally, didn't we?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, like a sort of semi kind of ally. A copper.
Oh, that must have been after I dropped out then.
Yeah, it was because you dropped like when we were going into our part, and you knew that was going to take a while, and you were like, yeah, I'm gonna step out. So
yeah.
But you have your part in the police station still to do, I think.
Okay. And I have Wi-Fi again, so yay.
Yeah.
No more dropping out anymore.
Yeah, there you go.
No more questionable hotspots off cell phones.
Exactly. Yeah, and we drove over because now we have a car. Because I have the car or driver crew perk, and my crew has a vehicle.
Yeah. You guys had met up with Corny, who was at a local dive bar, which I believe we called The Spot.
Yeah.
Where he and his crew tend to hang out. You then took your car down to the police station to get some more info about the ongoing investigation into the infection that's been spreading, as well as inform them about the cure that John had discovered. Odd choices were made in the fact that you have a crew. One of them is specifically the driver, but he's not the one who drove you.
True. And he was tipsy.
Yeah, the one who drove was not sober and also not the regular driver.
Yeah. For some reason in my head at the time, I thought Mikey was the driver, and then we were halfway there, and I was like, oh, no, he's not the driver.
Wow.
Yeah, Mikey is the sneak. So, he got you there. I believe Max had also changed into the stolen police uniform.
Yeah.
And was waiting back a few moments before entering himself.
Can't see how this is gonna backfire.
Oh, this is gonna go really well.
Yeah. You also misread the name tag.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh. What was the dude's name again? Because I know I wrote it down somewhere. It was like Patrick something, was it?
I believe so. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I should get my notes up.
The real name is Detective Patrick Egan.
Yeah.
However you want to misread that.
The defective paddy wagon.
Perfection.
There it is.
Wow. But I think before we get back into that scene, we'll cut across the city in a southern direction to a
6 feet under.
Abandoned, left for dead by my comrades.
We just
We
figured
were
you doing your own
confident that
thing.
we were confident that you'd be able to handle it.
And we also didn't know about your friend down there too.
What friend? I don't even remember my friend.
Yeah, you ran into like one of like the shaggy dudes.
Oh.
So, where we had left Win off, she had been in the sewers following the trails of blood and noticing some webbing that had started to become more abundant, and as she had gone to a point to a ladder that she could ascend to get back to the surface, she could hear from further down the tunnels a guttural chitter noise. There's a word that's not coming to my head. But similar to the clickers from The Last of Us sort of noise.
Not a good noise. I don't
Yes.
like that noise.
I know you said chitter, but I heard shitter.
I did too at first, and then it clicked what he said.
There's just this guttural shitter.
And it's like, is it somebody shitting or is it a toilet?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Man, I'm glad I didn't go in the sewers.
Yeah, well, I'm regretting a lot of decisions I made that game. It's fine. It's fine.
But upon hearing that noise, you did decide to get immediately out of there.
Yeah.
And ascended to the surface. Where would Win have gone after that?
Well,
What sort of headspace is she in?
Wynn would have climbed out of the sewers and first, like, looked around at where she climbed out. Was it the same spot she went in?
No, you had gone to the docks, entered through the docks area, and you've been
Yeah.
traveling for a good while now.
Yeah.
So you're actually like you've been traveling for a while, and you're actually closer to the south end. In a more close to a residential area. I'd say you come out in this. I can pinged on the map.
One sec, I have too many windows open. Can you ping again? Okay. I need that to go. Okay, so I'm gonna climb out. I'm gonna look around and notice that obviously none of my friends are nearby. I'm going to take the plastic bags off my shoes because obviously they're gross.
Yeah.
And I'm going to probably dispose of them nearby and just be like, "Ugh, I need to shower." And I'm going to head back towards my apartment.
That's fair. Like, sewers are never a pleasant experience.
And there's something that was making noises down there. So I'm kind of like freaked out. So I just want to go to the safety of my home right now and like recoup and get myself ready. So.
Yeah. And just let me look quickly at what. Okay, so you're deciding to go back to the safety of your own home for a little bit to get your bearings and figure out your next steps on how you want to proceed. Did we establish whether you... I don't think we've ever established if you guys have a means of communicating with one another over long distances. You and Max are main ways, like, you work together, so you have ways of... You often meet up with each other, but...
Isn't like half our party psychic?
Yeah, so there's two ways I could do this, because there is a way I can tell it. I can, like, use telepathy or whatever. Is that what it's called? No. What's it called when you... Yeah, telepathy. Yeah. But I don't know what the distance is for it.
Yeah, it's kind of... It's kind of vague on its distance.
It says I can, like, manipulate someone without speaking. I can investigate a mystery, etc.
Yeah,
I think we had established a previous episode that there was a certain distance it could reach.
Yeah, I think we're kind of basing it off of sort of comic book telepathy. It's not global, but if you're in, like, a similar area, then, like, you can reach out to the person.
Yeah, like if I can see them or feel their presence, I can reach out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at your current, and as you use your abilities, it could grow potentially. But as for right now, you're not able to, like, reach across the city and communicate.
No. And we all know I do not have a cell phone because of that noise.
They'd be expensive at this city.
Well, and it would mean someone would be able to get a hold of me when it's not for that.
And John's too paranoid to carry, like, a regular cell phone and just has the ones that he kind of jerry-rigs himself.
And Max can even use a computer, so...
Max has, like, a rotary phone in his apartment.
Oh, he does now, for sure. I love that.
And a smaller rotary phone he carries around with him that doesn't work.
And he thinks it's a cell phone is, like, his interpretation of it. Be normal. Act normal.
Here, I'll pull up my portable phone. I misdialed.
They didn't pay their phone bill, so it's not going through.
Currently between providers.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I love how we have all of these, like, magical powers, yet communication over long distances is beyond all of us right now.
Yeah, the only other thing I could think of I could try to do is I could try to get a spirit to, like, send a message, but I don't think anyone on the other side can pick it up.
I mean, the only thing I can say is, like, last session, like, Max, like, did open the sewer and yelled down trying to see if you would answer him back, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But
okay.
As
Wynn
tries to gather her bearings and figure out her next step, we move back across the city to the police station. So John was discussing with the investigator. Corny had left to go to the bathroom.
Quote unquote, yep.
Just
I think I used my act under pressure to find a way in and out, and I just found a way into the records room, and I was going to deal with the way out after the fact.
So you found your way into the records room and were able to gather a file that had that was put against someone on your crew. And did you say what that was last time, or?
It was a small like robbery that Mikey had committed. So I just wanted to get the file so he didn't get, into any heat.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to grab that file, and now you're in the records room, needing to. It's becoming an increasingly awkward amount of time for the bathroom. So you're probably going to need to get back to the interrogation. It wasn't actually an interrogation room that you were in. It was kind of just like a.
It was just his office.
Yeah, just his office, his desk.
It was a boardroom area that you guys were in.
Okay.
But I actually don't think it would. Kind of getting in there. I'll have you make one roll of what are the so either let's make an act under pressure roll just to like casually get out of the records room.
All right.
Yeah, you get the mark experience.
Yeah, mark experience.
Uh-huh. It's all right. I'm not screwed yet. I have another option depending on how this goes.
Okay. So, you're about to leave this room, but as you go to the door, it opens and an officer walks in and sees you. You've hid the record, I'd say, already, that you, and like closed the drawer, but an officer walks in and sees you, just says, who are you?
Well, name's Corny, and I seem to be lost. I've been looking for the bathroom. Could you point me in the right direction? I can manipulate or charm or whatever you want me to roll for that.
Yeah, that would definitely be a manipulate someone, as you're like, you'd be in the middle of the room.
You said I was going for the door.
Yeah, you're going for the door.
Suspicious.
Yeah, I did
all right.
say that. You're right. So, but still, it's a bit of an odd situation where you're like fully in the room and just like, oh, this isn't the bathroom after I've closed the door behind me.
Well, I'm not familiar with the building, but yeah. So manipulate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No pressure.
Wait. It's giving me options to choose other stats to roll with it.
I think
Is there
that's
a reason for that?
I think that's if you have things that like.
Shit. Don't know that I do.
If you have other
there's
things,
just-
or if there's
Oh, I do. Grifter. what will convince this person to do what I want? I get to ask you that, and you have to answer honestly, but not necessarily completely. But I'm just trying to charm them, I guess. So I don't know.
When you're about to manipulate someone, you can ask the keeper, what convince this person to do what I want? Huh. Okay. What would convince this person to do what I want? That's that. Okay. To convince this person, when you're civilian, obviously not supposed to be in the record room, saying you're looking for the bathroom, which is the oldest excuse in the book.
It's the oldest because it keeps working.
You just have to be honest, Jake. Like, if realistically nothing would convince him, I think you can just say that.
Yeah, that is also true.
Not trying to screw you over here, but
you're good. No, it's absolutely true, and I'm not mad about it. If I got to deal with consequences, that's part of bad roles in tabletops.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there would be anything that could. Which the only thing that I could imagine would be like severe stomach pain. So
is that code for punch him?
No, I think that's code for I need to have severe stomach pain, like doubled over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am going to double over while I do this and roll my roll. I don't know if that does anything for me, but Jesus fucking Christ, it doesn't matter.
Oh, no. I can't even right now.
No.
Have you used any luck? Like, do you feel like that is
Yeah, this is probably a luck use, honestly.
Okay. When you spend luck, someone from your past will appear in your life soon. Okay. Well, not how I was expecting this to immediately go.
I kind of had a feeling it was going to. I'm not mad at it though. So I guess yeah, I try to manipulate him with my initial line. It doesn't work, and then I like double over and fall onto the ground, clutching my stomach, moaning. That's my luck.
This officer's like slowly taken aback, just like, yeah, right this way. And like helps you up and like starts to rush you over to the bathroom. And it's like, do you need help, or are you good?
I just say to Bad Burrito, I gotta get onto the toilet.
We've all had those days.
And could you tell Officer, oh God, I can't even think of he's in the boardroom. Can you tell him, I'm sorry for the delay. And then I rush him to a stall.
Yeah. The person's like, yeah, I'll do that.
All right, and I'm chilling in a stall for a while now.
We cut over to Max. You're donned your uniform. You're waiting a little bit to enter the police station. What was going to be your plan on entry?
I feel like just walking in.
Okay.
I just want everyone to like imagine like I'm playing like a D&D character with like a very low intelligence score.
Oh,
Like,
you're the ultimate himbo with pretty privilege. Like that's what I was just thinking your character is, because dumb as shit, like
Yeah.
strong, but you have that manipulability that you have that's stupidly broken, and that's
Yeah.
just basically pretty privilege. Like,
what is... Yeah, you have a -1 to sharp, which is your intelligence stat, so... That does kind of check out. But you enter the precinct with confidence. Upon entering, you see there's a front desk with an officer behind it. There's a door on the left and right on both sides of the desk. On the far right wall, upon entering, there's a staircase that goes up. And next to that is also an elevator.
Okay. So this is like me, like just being smart right now. Do I recognize this officer behind the desk?
No, you
Okay.
don't recognize this officer.
Okay, that's good.
But once you enter, he looks up from the desk and eyebrow raises a bit, so like, good afternoon. How may I help you?
Okay. I'm gonna glance down at my name tag.
Just suddenly, just like,
Yeah. So like just like glance, like not like enough time to actually like take in everything itself, but just like look at it. And I'm gonna say, let's see, how do I want to name myself? We'll do it that way. Officer Rick again, reporting back, sir.
Officer,
Rick again.
Rick again?
Yeah. Or Rick Keegan.
Did you read it backwards?
I might have, yeah.
he missed the whole pat.
I know, yeah.
So sorry, you said reporting for duty?
Sure. Because he knows how this works.
The person at the desk like raises an eyebrow, just like, are you new to this precinct?
Yeah, sorry, it's my first day.
Okay. Then you'll probably want to report up to the bullpen upstairs. They can probably point you in the right direction. You'll likely want to speak to the captain.
And I'm gonna go like this, that's which way?
And he gestures to the stairs. Upstairs.
I thank him and I I walk off in that direction.
Okay. So, you head upstairs. John, and Corny are still on the first floor. Okay. This is going great.
Mhm.
That's a word for it.
It's going something.
Yeah.
There is an adjective that fits this situation.
So, you head upstairs. There's as you enter this floor, there's a number of desks in this space, and on the far side there's an office, and you see a number of detectives some at their desks, some walking around, discussing, talking amongst each other. What is your current goal in this situation? Max?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to Corny.
This is you.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So I guess I'm gonna try and find some information about the sightings and everything like that. Oh wait, no, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and find information about what happened in the garden that night.
Okay.
It's like that's like our first interaction with this.
Yeah. So, in that case, how would you like to try and gather that information?
I am going to try and find, I guess, the record room or something up here.
Okay.
Oh, you know, let's make this fun. I'm gonna find the captain. I'm gonna see if I can get him to tell me where everything is.
Just going to dominate the captain of the police force.
Yeah.
I've said it before, I say it again. They might need to balance that ability a bit.
Just a bit, yeah. But the thing is, though, like, we have kind of balanced it ourselves. Like, it's like one of Max's things. It's like when his powers fail, he has to do a act under pressure or
whenever there's something that would trigger anger in you.
Yeah.
Which powers failing can easily do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or else things go real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you it should be, do you ask where the captain is, or what's your plan for?
I'm gonna ask the first person I see where I can find the captain.
Yeah, you approach one of the detectives up here. Large man with a shirt tie. And he says, yeah, the captain's office is just at the back there.
Okay.
What was your name?
Oh, Officer Rick again.
I haven't seen you around here before.
I'm new to this precinct. It's my first day.
Where are you from before?
The academy.
Kind of want to ask for an act under pressure. Is he trying to keep up this
Awesome. Okay. Who's ready for failure number 3 of the day?
Let's go.
3 in a row. 3 in a row.
Where's my act under pressure?
Unless there's another ability that you'd like to try, but
Yeah, no, we're gonna do this. Act under pressure.
You've got this.
No, I don't, but thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
manifesting good energy here.
Hey, there it is.
Let's go. Bear, 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 bear.
Oh, but on the bright side, I leveled up.
you guys know
I
the
love
dice
that
do
leveling
go
up is
higher.
based on failure.
No. 6 is a max roll. We're rolling 1d6, right?
Well, I leveled up, so that works.
Do you have a thing in mind for your level up, or are we just gonna hold off on that for?
I told you already, but I'll whisper it to you. Here, I'll Facebook message it to you.
Wow, you gained the ability to always successfully lie to police. Wow.
Yay, that would be great.
Oh man, that's crazy. We didn't even know that was an ability, but it definitely is. Don't check
I'm
it.
like, if only I could, if only that was an in real life ability.
Oh my god.
Oh, that one. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. So. This detective's eyes sort of narrow. It's like, I haven't heard about any new recruits coming from the academy. And as you're like discussing with this detective, you glance, like you're like looking towards the office and of the captain, and stepping out of the office is another detective
Okay.
who you do recognize.
Oh, fuck's sake.
The one whose uniform you currently don.
Ah! Oh, oh. Oh.
He Yeah, he does like clock you as he comes out.
Okay. And the only thing I said to this guy was sleep. Didn't do anything about him remembering me or what I looked like.
No.
No.
But what does happen is he immediately walks up to you guys and looks at you and says just like there you are. I've been looking for you. You're late. I need you to come with me right away. We're going to be late for our meeting.
He's talking to me or the other dude?
You.
Oh.
Bum.
So this isn't weird at all, is it?
And yeah, he's just like dead eye staring at you.
Great, because I'm just like... I'm going to have to go along with this, so I'm going to turn to the other dude and say, see? I told you. And I'm going to awkwardly smile and walk off with this, with this guy. So I have no backup. I'm the only one on this floor. Everyone else is downstairs, and Wynn's still MIA.
Wynn, I'm gonna get you to roll here
Why?
because you have a convenient Deus Ex Machina ability.
I have a what?
Your hunches.
Oh, yeah, I have that thing. Okay. 1 second, let me pull up my thing. Oh, things are hard. I've got this. Oh, stop. Okay. Okay. I'm doing the hunch thing. Read a bad situation. Is that it? No.
Hunches.
No, my hunches. I got it here. My roll. So I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. Done. Please.
Hey, 4 in a row.
You guys know you can succeed at some of these rolls.
I can mark experience. You know what? I haven't experienced much because I've been doing well with my rolls in the past, so it's about time.
I'm just so good at
So.
rolling dice.
Yeah, rub it in. Dick.
No, hey, y'all were there. Remember when I got those crazy rolls and we were all like, whoa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're on the other side of that luck right now.
100%. I should have never gone in the sewers. My life changed that moment I stepped foot into that crummy, crappy hole. Anyway, so what doesn't happen with my hunch?
Everything.
Okay.
So, as you are sort of at your apartment, getting your bearings, thinking about your friends, allies.
Depends on the mood. Right now they're friends,
Associates.
comrades.
Your fellow hunters. Although I don't know if you guys refer to yourselves as hunters at this point. You
Acquaintances.
a sense starts to come over you of things going bad.
Great.
And you see flashes of red and blue lights. You hear sirens. You get a glimpse of the detective who was in charge of the Science Center investigation. And you see a vision of Max being restrained, handcuffed and restrained, flashes in your mind, and you get a sense of where you need to go.
Crap. I think they need my help. And I'm going to grab my bag, grab my grimoire thing, and I'm going to book it to wherever the feeling is taking me.
You, by the visions you got, you don't know about any active crime scenes right now, so your best guess would be the police station. And that's kind of where you're being drawn to.
Do I know where the police station is from where I live? Is it close? Wait, let me pull up the map again. One sec. Yeah, it's kind of far. I guess I'm really booking it. I'm running.
You take off with your whatever your fastest means of transportation is, whether that's running
My
or
feet.
Flappy feet.
I'm doing the cartoon run right now.
just legs doing full pinwheels.
Yeah, literally.
So you're heading off down to the police station. John, you've been discussing what's involved with the cure, with the detective who's in charge of this infection that's been spreading. You've given him the number to one of your, I'm assuming, many burner phones.
Yeah.
And he told you that he'd look into getting you some information on their informant who's been helping them try and figure out this cure.
I was gonna go investigate what's her name, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was going to get you some information on her.
Yeah.
And was going to contact you once he had a location that he could provide you. At this moment, he didn't have a location on hand, but he's going to provide it to you as soon as possible. Was there anything else you want to discuss with this officer?
don't think so.
It's about this time that another officer comes to the boardroom and says, one of your one of the people you were supposed to be talking with is currently having some issues in the bathroom, and they're going to be a few more minutes or a while yet, they said. And the other officers, like, what was his name? Officer, I did not write it down. I had it here. The one you are speaking to is
Officer Forgettable.
I think I said Richard Story.
Correct. That
Sounds about right.
Yep. That is sounding memorable.
He nods and says, okay, I think we're about wrapped up here anyway. Unless there was anything else you want to discuss about this, I'll get you the information you need since we are aware.
Yeah. I think we're covered. I can go collect my friend and then we can be on our way.
Sounds good. Thank you. And he starts putting the files back together and sorting stuff out.
I'll just get the guy that came in to just direct me to where he might be.
Yeah, it's just down this hall, take a left, and it's one of the doors on the left-hand side. It'll be marked. You'll see it.
Heavy duty bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's heavy with duty right now.
I mean, you're not actually sick, unless...
No, I know. But it's bullshit, I'll tell you that.
You're just sitting in the stall, just like, how long should I wait? Anytime someone walks in, you just give out a horrible moan.
Yep.
And to that, you do eventually hear someone enter as John enters the bathroom.
I'm just gonna knock on like the entrance door, not like one of the stall doors, but just knock on the door. Hey, Corny, you here? We're good to go.
Oh, yeah. I think I finally got it all out. And then you're going to hear a flush. He's going to stand up and walk and just leave the bathroom, not wash his hands.
Oh.
Wash your hands, dude.
But, fine.
Come on.
And then he goes to leave. After washing.
And soap.
But the hot water does it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. See, I did it. Can we go?
You're dealing with an infection. You gotta keep clean.
Is the other officer still in here?
No, they would have.
I wasn't actually pooping. I was just distracting them. That's why I was. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
So, you guys start to head towards the exit as we cut back to Max, who you are being escorted into he takes you into an interrogation room. and sits down at the table and just looks at you and is like, nice suit.
And this is gonna be fun.
And says, you and your friends were at the science center. Which I've never seen anything like that in my entire career.
I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about.
The case was taken from me by Polaris. They decide that they have oversight over that jurisdiction.
Sorry, what was the name? Claris?
Polaris. The
Polaris.
sort of the tech giant that also has a lot of influence with their own security enforcement and whatnot that are supposed to supposed to operate with the local law enforcement, but can often just sort of take over any ongoing investigations that they desire. But
Okay.
he looks at you and says, like, however, before they took over, I was able to grab the security footage from that night.
And my eyes are just gonna kind of go a little wide open.
I don't know how to explain what was on that footage. But I was hoping you could perhaps explain some things. How does Max react?
Yeah.
Proceed.
Well, I have one option, Jake. So he said,
I wonder.
Talk it out and become friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to help with that. So I'm gonna lean in, dip my sunglasses down a bit, and we're gonna try mental dominion now. And we're gonna see just how bad this is gonna turn out to be.
Another failure. Another failure.
Next
Mixed success. We got something.
Yeah,
We
so
just
I
turned a new leaf.
get a 1. So I gotta tell someone to do one thing. Okay, that's the count now. Okay.
So he didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't
let me.
what?
Let's just have Max roll a sharp check, just to see like how well you read him in this current state as you.
Oh, fuck. It's sharp, just straight sharp?
Yeah. Sort of like an insight.
Okay. Also mixed.
So he's not being, just as the general body language, he's not being aggressive towards you.
Okay.
He had more disdain when he mentioned Polaris taking over the case than he has it like any aggression towards you. It seems like he is wanting
Okay.
information because legitimately has no idea what the fuck he saw.
Okay.
But also, since he didn't out you, it's like he's wanting like to know.
Alright. Well, since we agreed that, like, I have to use, like, my hold over the course of, like, the conversation and everything, I don't
Yep.
have to use it right now. Okay. So, I still don't know what you're talking about, but why don't you tell me what you saw?
Well,
Or thought you saw?
Yes, gaslight.
gaslighting. There's so much of that, in this game. It's insane. But he looks at you, says, "Well, a lot of the footage gets corrupted at certain points. I seen different multiple bodies being dissolved and devoured, but anytime that I've seen your friend who was also there on the cameras, but anytime you would walk into frame, the footage would become corrupted. Same with any of the creatures that were running around there. So there's no clear footage of you or the creatures, just the results of what happened.
If this video thing became corrupted, how are you certain it's me?
Because I was talking to you.
I mean, good point, but...
I was there.
I'm gonna put my hands up. Can't say I know what you mean. I was just there to, like, sort of like an escort thing, just
to escort your friend, who I can't actually find too much information about. I've tried looking into him. There is footage of him shoving someone into a locker room.
For her own safety.
Oh, wait a minute. Max didn't know that. I'm sorry, you saw who pushed someone into a locker room?
The man who you were with.
He was a woman.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
fond memories.
the woman that was pushed.
Oh, right.
Well, that's good to know. Here's that info.
You know, digital editing these days, you can make anything look like anything.
Yeah, but like Max would not know that. Like at all. Okay. Wait. This is tough.
I'll let you know I was able to get this footage out before Polaris actually took over the case.
Destroy the footage, Max.
Do it.
Do it for John.
And you have this footage on you?
Oh no. But I just want to know what's going on.
So now I'm at the point, like, do I try and get this guy as an ally or just screw him over?
Choices.
Yes, choices. So... okay, I
Pour
see.
coffee while you make up your mind.
Let's see. Max, I feel like would be... I guess somewhat... I'm not sure if he'd be trusting of this dude because, like, he made him fall asleep, he took his clothes, and then he shoved him in a locker.
Yes, you have done all those things.
Yes, I have. Yeah, we're gonna still go with the ignorant card here. I don't know what you're talking about, but I have to go. I have an appointment with the captain. So if we're done here, I'm gonna turn around and go to open the door.
Are you going to use the mental dominion?
Huh.
Stand on one leg.
Forever.
You know what? Let's keep it consistent, Jake. I'm gonna tell him to fall asleep for 24 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
You're gonna make this poor man's lose his job. He's just trying to investigate the big bad corrupt corporate place.
I feel like you're truly messing with him. He's gonna like need some therapy later in life,
I
and
think so, yeah.
And if
This is
Like-
the villain origin story.
right.
You're creating our big bad right now.
Yeah.
if he wasn't suspicious of you before,
Like Jake had an idea for the BBEG. It has now changed.
All right, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna keep it consistent. I'm gonna tell him to go to sleep for 24 hours.
Wow.
Right there in the interrogation room. That Max doesn't know how it works because we know how they work. Because behind the mirror, God knows what's there.
yeah, so he drops asleep. Because because why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And Max, you head to look for what are you doing now?
Like, so my original thing was to try to talk to the captain and get him to tell me like where all the reports and everything for the public garden incident happened.
Okay. So, is it that where so you head to the captain's office now then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's already been pointed out to you, so no need to go in there. You walk into the captain's office, and there is a man sitting there behind the desk.
And please tell me I don't recognize him too.
And no,
Okay, good. 'Cause the only way that this would be even more awkward is like if Captain Dude was the dude I met in the park.
Don't give him any ideas.
I know I should have said that.
I just see the gears in Jake's brain.
oh no gears. I'm getting a name.
No gears in this brain.
Okay. So you enter the office. Man there behind the desk. What do you say as you approach?
Hi, sir. I am hoping you could. I'm new here, and I'm on the case about the incident in the park. Can you please tell me where I can find that information? The secretary downstairs said I could
Yeah.
I could ask you for information.
I'd say this would either be manipulate someone or act under pressure.
What's manipulate?
You are trying to get information out of him, convincingly.
Yeah.
So
I'll do manipulate because I have a +2 in charm.
you're so charming.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Finally,
There's a win.
Yes.
Lucky number 13.
6
I
and
know.
a 5. We finally see you guys are capable of succeeding.
Oh,
They
slap
are.
in the face.
So for manipulate someone, let me just see what happens on the success. And they'll do it for reasons you give them. If you ask too much, they'll minimum they'll take.
On a 10+, then they'll do it for the reason you gave them.
He nods to you and says, yes, I believe, and I forget the, Richard Story is the detective in charge of that case.
Richard Story?
Richard Story? Detective.
Richard. Richard's.
They're yeah, he's in charge of that case. Of the everything that went down happened in that area. We have been getting reports that we think might be connected to it as well. Some missing persons reports. Mostly in that area and south of it. There's also been people reporting of hearing odd things from sewer systems around there. But I'm sure Richard has more of that info.
And Richard is where? Sir.
I believe he just got called downstairs. If he's not at his desk now, that he's probably somewhere downstairs. Yeah, that's issue with splitting the party. Sometimes you double up on information. But you should be able to find him somewhere on the first floor, if he's not at his desk right now.
And his desk is up here?
Yeah, he points to one of the desks in the main area there, that has a monitor set up, as well as some files, stacks of paper, and the like. Yeah, just over there.
Alright, thank you for the information, sir. I will go find him. And I'm gonna go right over to his desk.
Are you ruffling through stuff, or are you just sitting there?
I'm gonna make my way through all the paper and stuff, trying to find, like, see if he has anything already here about
Okay.
the cases, the case in the park and stuff.
Then this would definitely be investigate a mystery.
Investigate a mystery. Sharp, my strong suit. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Mixed.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Max over here just succeeding on checks.
Well, I've also failed spectacularly at the beginning.
Yeah, what was that? 3 fails in a row?
Yeah. Okay, so I get to ask one question. I guess the best question is what is being concealed here? Since I'm trying to find specific information?
If with investigate mystery, in the expansion Tome of Mysteries, it does give you the alternative if there is a specific question you want to ask. Then you can ask that as well.
Alright, so where is this? Yeah?
Well, it says if on a 7 to 9 you can only ask a general. On a 10 or higher you can ask a general, 2 generals or 1 specific. Right? Or am I misreading that?
Oh, did they? Oh yeah. Roll20 might have a more updated thing.
It says flexible alternative.
Oh, right below it.
Yep.
Thank you for pointing that out. I haven't actually looked at the
Yeah, it's got all the expansions on here updated,
that.
as far as I can see.
Would make sense because I'm just basing it off of the initial books that were released, but they've been updated since. So
Yeah, so I guess it's still what is being concealed here.
one general
Or
question.
like the general question.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out.
No worries. Yeah, I've been trying to scroll all these things and find out more about my character too. So
What is being concealed here? So yeah, the main case file was taken down to discuss with John and Corny.
Okay.
But it looks like he took some things that he left some things that didn't want to just show to public citizen, didn't want to accidentally reveal.
Okay.
Which looks like a list of names of people reported missing. And like this type of city, there's people going missing isn't like a crazy occurrence, but these are all within a localized area of the south end of the city, and it's all within the past couple months that it's been happening. as well as a contact number for the doctor whose name I continuously forget.
Oh, the Bonesaw Doctor?
No. Where is it? There. No.
Or like the doctor from the lab?
Dr. Asuka Pavov.
I'm sorry, what? Asuko or Asuka?
Asuko
Okay.
Pavov.
I actually wrote information on this person down from before too, so awesome.
I remember
Taking
this
notes.
because we were pronouncing it differently last time.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just remember it because we like laughed when you first said it, but it was Asako, I think. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
Asuko. Atsuko.
Oh, I was spelling that wrong.
Popov.
Oh, I spelled it Asuko.
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really good to know. The Dr. Atsuko. Okay. Any other information? That you're going to give for my 8.
He's I think that's about all that would be apparent there.
Alright, I'm gonna take this information and put it into one of the pockets I have. I'm assuming it's all on paper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take these pieces of paper, fold them up, and put them in my pocket.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna make my way downstairs.
Yeah, I thought things were going to go much worse.
I could have.
It only cost us 1 luck point.
I mean, that's not too bad. But
I'm not gonna lie, like me personally, I kind of feel bad for the cop in the interrogation room.
You think?
this poor man.
Yeah, I know.
I just imagine how his brain is on the inside and how like crazy he must think he is. Like,
Yeah,
He's probably gonna go to the doctor and see if he has narcolepsy.
right?
yeah.
Or like dissociative disorder or something. Like,
Because he was witnessed just completely mangled corpses. Didn't see what caused it. Was shoved in a closet. Well, was put to sleep, then shoved in a closet. Then was probably taken out by like officers when they went looking for him, and continued to see the results of everything that had happened. And the video footage gave him no proof.
Yeah. But interesting to know that when Max goes in front of a camera, shit goes all weird. So putting a pin in that. But anyways, I'm gonna go downstairs now.
Okay. As you guys, you go downstairs, and about the time that these things were kind of happening, around the same time frame, we've kind of just been jumping back and forth. You guys will meet up. You'll run into Corny and John as they also go to exit the building. Don't know if you guys actually acknowledge each other.
Corny's not going to. Corny's
Play
gonna.
cool.
Yep.
You guys exit the building. And it's about this time that Wynn actually catches up to the precinct, and runs into all you guys outside of the police station.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how'd the sewer go?
How are you guys out here and not locked up inside? She's just like absolutely flabbergasted because like she was expecting to come like guns ablazing to go and like rescue Max because she saw him like locked up and stuff. And who are you? And she's gonna point at Corny.
A friend.
This is some rando we picked up at a bar.
So
Yeah,
you were
they picked me up all right.
replacing me. You leave me in the sewers and then you find someone new to start your adventures.
Well, I tried calling out to you, and even just like much like this, and I couldn't hear you, so
Yeah.
I assumed you were too far.
Yeah, well, I almost got attacked by something in those sewers. I don't know what's down there, but I GTFO'd and got myself cleaned, and then I thought you were getting handcuffed. That's what the universe told me. Max, are you okay? Like, what happened here, guys?
I almost got handcuffed.
Damn. I don't even... What's your name?
We'll deal with that later. I'm just a friend.
Horns.
And she's gonna like take her sweater and like go like a little tighter, like she's like, I don't like this kind of thing. Okay, well, where are we going? I guess we've all been reunited, so yay.
Yeah, and I'd rather not hang out in front of a police station. So yeah, let's figure out where we're going, and I'm gonna trust my gut. Consult my instincts and about what to do next. So let's see what happens. Hey, let's go.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, there's a new ability.
It's an alternate weird. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta tell me where we should go.
The keeper will tell you should go whatever gate is open on the way to this place.
Oh, I didn't end up finding where the blood went to, by the way. Again, I heard some like creepy, like scary thing down in the sewers, so.
Well, it is dangerous down there.
Yeah, and gross. And she's gonna like look at her shoes and like be thankful they weren't like ruined.
And when she looks at her shoes, Corny is also gonna look at her shoes. Are they disgusting?
She was wearing a plastic bag boots over.
Okay, so she's not going to ruin the interior of the car.
No, and I went home and showered in between.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, cool. So we're good.
yeah, I'm not smelling currently.
Corny breathes a
Thankfully.
sigh of relief.
But with the trust your gut and the feeling that Wynn had Mikey, actually, who's been in the car waiting this whole time, leans out the window and tells you, Corny, just like, boss, I forget what voice I gave Mikey. I keep forgetting the voices. I'm bad with the voices. Everyone's just gonna have an alternate voice every time they speak. But he says, hey boss, they just got word on the radio. There's apparently been some disturbance down near the spot.
And the spot's in my neighborhood, my home
Yeah.
ground, basically. So, well, if you all don't mind coming back with me to the spot, we can talk on the way about the information we picked up inside and catch up with Wynn. I assume y'all want to do that after leaving her in the sewer. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you.
I'm gonna look at the two guys and be like the eyes of like, do I trust you? Like, what's going on here? Like to John and Max.
Yeah, and Corny's gonna kind of lean a little closer. I'd never leave you in the sewers.
And I'm gonna give like a slight dagger eye to both those guys, and then like.
Hey, it was
And-
Max's idea.
Yeah, you gotta quickly establish blame so that you're free of it.
Do we follow this person whose name I don't know but wants to be friends?
And as I walk over, I call shotgun and get into the front seat.
All right, that loses a lot of trust from me.
You call
it
shotgun, it's done.
Yeah, friendship's done.
Oh, love
Top 10
Perfect.
anime betrayals.
All right, I guess we're going with Corny.
Okay.
The sense that you had gotten when still tickles at the back of your head of something going wrong, but possibly just wanted you to get the gang back together first. And you guys take off, and I'm gonna have Mike do a little drive roll.
Okay. And you're doing that, or do you want me to do something?
I'll do it. Let me roll.
That's fine. Can I do a help out?
Yeah, he'll get +1 from your gut. Trust your gut, and then if he needs more help, we'll see.
Okay. Sorry, I was thinking D&D, like where you have to do the help first.
Mixed success.
I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna, just in case. Just make it better. Because that's a mixed success,
Sweeten
right?
it.
Yeah.
8 is still mixed success, though.
Oh, and I can only add 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay. Okay.
But still, like, there may be a few dings on the car as he's like trying to get away. Not like get away, but like as he's like, you get the sense that something's like something happened.
He's got a sense of urgency, and he's not driving with his full faculties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you guys zip down,
Okay. While we're doing that, I'd like to like kind of say to Mikey, "Hey, I got the file. You're in the clear. The neighborhood's safe."
that's good to hear. We
All right.
and yeah, he looks kind of like relieved, but also focused on the task at hand.
Yeah.
As you guys zip down to your neighborhood.
Yeah. Also, still while we're on the way, I want to kind of like rotate to the back seat and look at everybody and just did you two have any success? I wasn't in the room really, John, while you were talking to the detective, and Max, I have no idea what happened with you, but you made it out somehow.
Yeah, I got some leads. We can talk about it once we're all cozy down.
Okay. Okay.
And I got a list of names and some richer guy was in contact with the former director of the Science Center in Esco.
That would be the leads I got.
And then I'm also going to say, and I ran into that cop from our little last excursion, but he's sleeping now.
With the fishies?
Sleeping or sleeping?
No, not with the fishes. He's sleeping on a table right now.
Oh, that's cold, dude.
Wynn's just shaking her head and like is almost like doing like the like
The thing that I do on a constant basis.
yeah.
And
She's very wiped.
And Corny's gonna kind of sleeping, like, why did he fall? What did you do? Did you like choke
Bob.
him out?
I'm just gonna kind of ignore that, and I'm just gonna say, no, it's not cold. It was pretty warm in the room when I left him.
Huh. All right.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
Let's get to the neighborhood.
So, just a quick vibe check. What's everyone's current headspace at?
Corny's a little confused, just because he doesn't fully understand why this person is asleep and why they know them from before. Is also kind of thinking to the task at hand of getting back to the neighborhood and seeing what's going on there. Interest was piqued about this list of names in connection to the Science Center person, because the same like source kind of had both of these, and we know from our neighborhood that the Science Center is just kind of bad news for those of us in the poorer district. So has some questions going forward, but is content to just go to the neighborhood now.
John, it feels like good progress has been made, but he's a little wary of this detour back to Corny's neighborhood. And if that proves to be something that John is completely uninterested in, which is a very real possibility, he may not involve himself.
Tuck and roll out of the car.
Wynn is hella confused, but she's like comforted that she's back with like John and Max, but she's also out of meds because she doesn't have her supplier anymore. So she's just very overwhelmed by the stimulus around her and is just trying to get to a spot where she can get caught up on things. And there's like, yeah. And she's not sure about the new peeps because she has no clue.
You guys peel down the road towards the spot with some incident that has taken place. Unsure of the exact details of it, but Mikey drives with intent. And I think we should take a break right there if everyone's good for that. We'll be back in 10 to 15 just so people can get water and whatnot. Yeah, we'll be right back and see where this goes from there. And we're back. Okay.
Hi.
You guys were tearing down the street towards the spot, local dive bar that's the regular hangout for one Cornelius Archibald Reginald III. Got it in one.
Good job.
And as you pull up to the bar, who would it be that's there to meet you? I'd say it'd be Danny O that's standing out front, keeping an eye out for you. We described him. How did we describe him?
Danio is like medium build, sandy brown hair, about, I think he was like 5'10", 5'11".
Super twitchy.
Yep.
Okay. And this is a bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just, it has a, we established that it has a big neon sign that says the, and then it's just a circle.
Yeah.
Underneath.
Theo.
Well, Wynn's gonna head right in and go right up to the bar.
Doesn't even
I'm gonna-
acknowledge.
Right. I'm gonna get out and say hi to Danny.
And he says just like, yeah, there's been we got word of, one of the locals, down the road a bit. Sound like there was, an attack of some sort. We don't know too many details, but, they had been, we sent someone to look at it. We haven't heard back yet, though. But sounds like it was down at old Larson's place.
Okay.
Who you know to be just a resident within your community. a Larson's would be a woman who's probably like late 40s, just someone who knows a lot of people around. But yeah, Danny says dropping things. Yeah, we sent Henry down to go take a look, and he's going to report back what he sees. What did you guys find out?
Well, got the file on Mikey here, so he's in the clear. Other than what's going on right now, neighborhood's safe. These two found some information with some names in connection to some science center loc. You two. And it turns over to Max and John.
I got a list of names for missing people in an area down south.
So
It seems to all be like localized in one area.
yeah, let me actually switch to the map. Okay. So we haven't established a location for the spot yet, as far as I can see.
I thought we had talked about it kind of being here.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought it
thought.
was here
yeah,
too.
yeah, it's in that region.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we're in the slightly poorer but not totally destitute, next to the docks, all that. Yeah, because that's my home turf.
Yeah. And when this is also close to where you had exited the sewer when you were doing your little excursion.
Oh, wind's big.
Whoa.
Yeah. And for clarification about Wynn, by the way, so she went into the bar, she grabbed 2 shots of vodka because she's trying to numb the spirits and ghosts that keep bugging her, because ever since she stopped taking her meds, the veil is like completely just open right now. And that happened without anyone's knowledge about a day ago. So she's just feeling withdrawal. So she needed something to like numb it. So she took a shot and then she's carrying the other one as she headed back to the group.
Takes a shot, carries another one outside.
Yeah. And she like left like a couple dollars or however much she needed for the bar. And yeah. She's broken.
Let me just get this here. Copy. Paste. It never pastes things in the right spot. There's front. As I quickly try and make this the spot. Let's just make this thing official. And of course arrow keys don't work. So, where would you like the spot to be exactly?
Let me zoom in a bit. It's basically like underneath that portion of John right there. Yeah, right there on that corner.
Okay.
Not on the main street, but on that back street corner there.
So like right here. Is that where you're pointing?
It hasn't moved for me yet.
Oh, whoop, there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Layer, map layer. So now it's locked in. Okay, we have an official place for the spot.
Yay.
Yeah, Win is taking double shots. Yeah, this is very close to where you had exited the sewer before Win.
Okay.
And she does come outside with the vodka.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Corny's gonna look over and, oh, vodka? And like shake his head, kind of just, oh, disappointed.
She nods in agreement with his disappointment and goes, I just need something. As if she's like almost a similar energy of like severely hungover and just looked for the first thing her brain could comprehend.
Fair
So,
enough.
yeah.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah.
Ish.
And then she takes the second shot and coughs a little.
Yeah. Danny-O's, Mikey gets out of the car and Danny-O is like looking at inspecting the car and being like, noticing a few scratches and dings, and is having a little bit of a argument with Mikey, being just like, what the heck were you doing, man? What did you do? And a bit of back and forth between them. What are you guys what is your guys' plan? They did tell you, Corny, you know where the location is that they told you.
And he's gonna turn to
Larson's.
the group and just, well, me and the boys have been trying to figure out where all our people are disappearing to, and whenever we have downtime, trying to, Robin Hood a little bit. But if y'all are willing, wouldn't mind to go check out. What name did you say? Lawrence?
Larson's, I think I said.
Larson's. Okay. I would love to go check out Larson's and see what Henry's found.
I'm gonna offer him the list. Do any of these names seem familiar or recognize any of them?
Okay. So Keeper, since this is my home turf, are any of those names familiar to me?
Yeah, there's a number of them that you do know as residents. There's some that you're not sure of, but a few key names do pop out as you just like, oh yeah, those are people who we haven't heard from in a while.
And I relay that information, like, yeah, these are people from my neighborhood.
Well, we can go take a look if you want. Maybe I can like channel with some people who are not of this place anymore. And she's gonna like do like that thing, and then she's gonna like glance over at John just to like intimidate a bit.
Yeah, I don't know how Corny reacts to this because you haven't actually interacted with Win yet, like, so.
He's just kind of unfazed, just okay. So you're doing some of that weird stuff I've seen around.
Yeah.
He shrugs. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corny's in the know. So you guys head towards the person's Larson's home. Then
That's what I'd like to do if everybody else is on board.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, John's got really nothing better to do while he's waiting for the detective to get back to him. So, hey, maybe this is related. May as well check it out.
Okay. So he kind of, it's relatively close, right? Like just up the road.
yeah, like it's a couple blocks away. You
Corny's just gonna walk.
you guys head down towards where you know Larson's residence is. And you get to a house that Henry, what was that his name? Henry?
Yep.
I don't think we've described Henry yet. What's he
No,
like?
we did. He's like,
Oh, we did?
he's very short but very stocky. Like,
Okay.
and blonde hair, just like he is the muscle, but he has muscle to back it up. He just also kind of has a little bit of short man's syndrome going on. So, quick-tempered, oftentimes,
Mhm.
but reliable.
Okay. So Henry's there at the front door as you guys quickly jaunt up to the location, and he nods to you. Corny's just like, yeah, it looks like someone broke in, and I can't find Larson's anywhere. Nobody knows where she currently is. They might have been an abduction.
Well, I hope it's not another missing person. Larson's well known and well liked around here.
Can Wynn like sense anything?
Let's see. I think that would fall under an investigate a mystery.
Yeah. Because I could use like the sight.
Yeah. So, yeah. Use the
So
site.
can I use the sight?
Investigate a mystery.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it out.
With the site. Mixed success.
Mm-hmm. So I get
Does
to ask a
that-
question.
So, I feel like the site, if you're using the site, it doesn't specify, but I feel like it should use plus weird instead of plus sharp.
Yeah, the default sharp.
But to me, it seems like if you're using the site specifically, like, it should use
It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Right.
Which that gives you an extra 1 to that, correct? Yeah.
Add 2.
Well, your sharp is +1, so it would be...
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
And then that's, yeah.
So, 9 is still a mixed success, though, so... Unless... I don't know if anyone would be able to help out with this vision or not, but that's up to them.
I don't think my character can with the... I don't really do any weird, so...
Yeah. That's
can
fair.
go try to get her a pair of glasses or something if that would help you. That's all I got.
Nice.
Just figured I'd throw that out there, but
So I guess my question would be like, I'm asking the spirits what happened here because they would have been able to witness what happened.
so what does this look like as you connect with the energies around you and try to embrace the death in this area?
Yeah, so Wynn's gonna kind of like step out into like the middle of the area, like I'm assuming we're still outside, correct?
That's up to you.
Well, I'm gonna stand on the porch of the house, and I'm going to look around and look for like an energy that I can tell is not of like as I know how many people are in the area, like, you know. So I look kind of for someone that looks like they don't belong, and I see this woman that's off in the distance, and she's kind of just like looking at me, like doing the ghostly beckoning of like this. And I'm going to walk over to her, and the group can watch me or not. That's up to them on if they find my actions weird. But I'm basically ignoring like my acquaintances, and I'm like just heading over to like interact. And then it's like she talks, but it's like in my head, so she doesn't actually like talk out loud. And she then and like while this is happening, there's like a slight wind that kind of like causes my hair to like flow slightly, where it looks like it's like, is it magic? Is it like just the wind, like kind of energy? And then
You just have a hand fan, just
right, it's like one of those like, I don't know, Instagram moments where you have like the blow dryer blowing the hair, but no. Anyways. So that's kind of what's happening when she channels this. So then she like she kind of connects with the spirit, goes up to it, and then they give her the info.
as you open your eyes to the ethereal and witness this specter in front of you. What exactly do you ask?
What is it that happened here?
The specter, its gestures to the it gestures actually to manhole close to the residence and says, its jaw opens like a disturbing amount, but doesn't actually mouth the words, but you hear the sound coming from it, and says, "They came from below."
Right away, Wynn thinks of the sewers that she was in, and is like, has a moment of terror kind of go across her face. And she asks the spirit, oh, I can't ask another question, never mind.
But
I
it
won't
does
ask her.
say, they came from below and dragged her back. And then that's spell when the vodka starts to really hit, and you lose your connection as you blink away and the specter is gone out of your sight.
Yeah, I kind of like focus back. I did have 2 shots of vodka, so my capabilities aren't that strong right now. I'm, a little hazy.
What's everyone else doing while this is happening? Wynn kind of just walks off a little bit away. Couple
Typical.
I'd like to
win.
head inside.
You go inside?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Investigate inside.
Okay. What exactly? As you enter the residence, you do notice that the place looks like there was a struggle of some kind. It's been ransacked. Things thrown over. Tossed over. And you do see obvious signs of a struggle that took place here. What do you do to investigate?
So I see the struggle. We see that she's gone. I'd like to just kind of look around and see, maybe depending on roles and all that, seeing where they came from, or if there's anything else going on here.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to investigate a mystery, unless there's another ability you had in mind.
No, that's the one I'm hoping for. And
Boy.
got.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh.
6,
So-
4.
So I'll go with the what's being concealed, and there's not where did it come from, but I guess where did it go still answers that question. So I'd like to ask those two.
Okay. So, what was the first question?
What's being concealed here?
Okay. You would notice that as you're looking around at the things that have been thrown over, you do come across a yeah, you do come across a name, like a ID card. And you do realize, you remember, Larson's was she did work at the local local press news outlet, a reporter. And you also find a couple files that were investigating the recent disappearances. Looks like she was looking into the happenings here. She has a file that's been tossed aside of the science center. Looks like she's been looking into information about that. but mainly focused on all the recent disappearances and trying to connect them. And that was your first question.
Yep, and then where did it go?
Yeah, these files were not obvious. You find these actually tucked under the kitchen sink as you're sort of looking through areas of things that might have been searched for but in somewhat hidden place. These were tucked in the kitchen sink, like under the kitchen sink, in a plastic bag, secured, so they weren't easily discovered. As for where did it go, the scuffle, you see a bit of blood that's also on the ground, and it's faint, but you do pick up a little bit of a trail that does lead you to the manhole that's outside of the residence on the street.
Okay. Well, that's me.
John and Max, what are you guys?
I'm not running this show. I'm just kind of here to have something to do, so I'm just hanging back. I'm just
here for a good time.
Just vibing.
Not a long time.
Well, I'm happy to let others take the lead on this one.
Okay.
I'm here if a scuffle breaks out, anything like that.
Matt.
I guess I'm just gonna wander around because I don't know who this person is or anything like that.
Okay. So if they're not gonna do anything, I'm gonna turn to everyone.
I will offer my help. Like if Corny wants me to do something specifically, I will do that for him.
Oh no, I was just letting y'all go, and then now I'll tell you all the information I found, like the file where it went. There were blood bits. So it went down into the sewer. There's a blood trail. I found this file on the science center. I haven't broken into it yet, but that's what I have.
Wynn's gonna agree with the story to him and be like, yeah, I got some information that the sewers are where it is. So obviously this is tied into everything else, and the sewers are where we need to go and get this, whatever it is. And she's gonna be like, oh my god, because she really does not want to deal with that again. She's gonna turn to Corny and be like, so how invested are you in this? Are you wanting to come and help destroy whoever's killing these people or taking these people?
Destroy, stop, anything. I want to stop being exploited by Polaris, and I want my friends and neighbors to stop disappearing.
Okay. Well, I think it's about time that we figure out where we need to go to stop this, so. And she's going to walk over to the sewer and just look at the grate and be like, there has to be an easier way to get to them than going through there again. And she's gonna turn to everyone and be like, what do you guys think? What information do we have? I know that I followed a bloody trail and I heard some sort of monster noise, so there's something down there.
Can I crack the file we just got, and can we figure out what's in there?
Sure.
The file has it has information about recent incidents that have occurred at the science center. Number of deaths of the workers there. But also looking into the mysterious disappearance of the former director, as well as you do know that she also had information about the shipments that have come in labeled as for the science center, but then were on shipments that have recently come in for the science center. I say recently, like the past few months, but were labeled under the former director's name and sent to a different location.
Am I able to know where that location is? Like, is there an address or something?
Yeah, they're actually it didn't it wouldn't have had a location, an exact location on it. It would have been picked up by a private company, and she wasn't able to find the exact address for it, but normally shipments just go right to the science center.
Would it have the separate company that picked it up's name?
I'm pretty sure this location is what I'm waiting for Mr. Detective to figure out for me. So.
Fair.
I think did I mention a company before that did the delivery? I don't believe I did. If I did, I forget. Let's see, the boatman, the dock worker, street vendor. I don't have it written down, so the company would be and any type of name just suddenly leaves my head.
How about like Smithsman?
Schmumpany.
Smith's
The Rock and Rollers.
Smith's Shipping and Receiving would be the name of the company. Who?
Okay.
Generic Co.
All right. So that seems like all the information I can get out of that file, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Corny's gonna turn back to Win, and our clearest lead we have is going through that sewer. That's where you were before, investigating something similar, right?
Yeah. If you guys need to come with me this time, though, I'm not going alone. And she's gonna turn to the guys and be like, right?
You would never abandon her, right?
Absolutely not. Never.
Okay, but if we're doing this, I want to be prepared for it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can like get ready and have appropriate hazmat needs.
Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking. Sewers, right? They got a very sort of particular shape to it. Which probably has some very interesting acoustics. I'm thinking maybe I can fashion some sort of device, like a radar ping type thing that uses the sewer form factor to pinpoint the location of any sort of sewer anomalies, like some sort of weird science.
That seems weird.
That's out of my realm, but if you think you can do something like that, I can see how it would help.
I put points into this ability, so I gotta get my money's worth out of it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I get it.
It'll be like sonar with the dolphins.
But
It's
sends out
basically
spirits
just like
to
a
make them
really,
back.
a really shitty dolphin in more ways than one.
Wynn pulls out like a full plastic suit out of her bag because she just had a feeling when she went to her apartment that something was going to happen. It's like one of those paint suits, like, you know, those ones where it's like all but like the face.
Just a spray painter's outfit
Yeah, basically.
that you just had.
I just happen to have, unless, well, she's an artistic sort, and she's
I'm not
been in
saying no.
a
like,
cult. So
Corny just says, whatever y'all need to do to get ready, I'm ready to go in when you are.
Okay. So what?
Wynn
do you-
pulls out her grimoire, and then she's ready.
So,
All right, weird. Go ahead.
John, what did you say you were fashioning?
Some sort of sonar device that will use the unique sewer acoustics to pinpoint the location of any anomalies.
Okay. Yeah. Let's roll for some weird science then.
Weird science.
It's weird and it's science.
As you try to MacGyver a sonar.
That's a
boy.
failure.
Woof.
Ouch.
On a miss, something goes horribly wrong. You're still able to create your device,
Yeah,
but the keeper picks 3 requirements.
Didn't this happen last time?
I think it did. If it the lightning rod.
But you
Yeah.
are getting use out of this ability because you're getting experience.
And actually, that's a level up for me.
Hey,
Nice.
nice.
Hey,
Nice. Okay. Sorry, just had to find the weird science here. Infant, or adapted device to deal with the strangeness. On a miss, something goes horribly wrong. You're still able to create the device, but there won't be. Okay. I'd say it it won't be very reliable. Needs 3 requirements, dang. Requires a rare and or weird material. And takes a huge amount of power.
Okay, well, normally, fashioning a device like this to a lesser weird scientist, they would require a very rare and/or weird material to triangulate the sound waves as a catalyst. But I am able to use a common shot glass from a local dive bar as the focal point.
You're welcome.
I love hearing you like search for all the jargon, science jargon that you can possibly muster.
Excellent peer review on that one.
So do you still need the huge power then?
Yes.
Good.
So, I think I can get it working, but I'm gonna have to plug it into the engine on what's his name's car, your guy.
Plug
Just
it into
sorta.
the engine.
Just take the car
Is it a
battery.
power issue?
Well, you'd think I would just have to connect it to the battery, but no, I have to connect it directly to the engine.
Is this gonna damage the car?
No, of course not.
Would we be able to just plug you into the power lines?
Corny. You just don't get it.
No, I don't. But all right, I guess if the car's the only way.
You're still thinking normal science, okay? This is weird science.
This isn't
right.
your average everyday science.
Whatever you say, John. All right, Henry, go get Danny O. Have him bring the car over. Do you have enough cabling? Do we have what we need?
Yeah, I just used some stuff lying around in the house.
All right.
You like
It's for a good cause.
I mean, she's not needing it.
take apart the TV to use the monitor, use the screen as a sort of a sonar screen.
Yeah, I use some dishes as the dish.
Shot glass
What?
is the amplifier.
Shot glass in the middle is the amplifier. Coat hangers to hold it in place, and use some like piping as like a pneumatic power source from the engine to accelerate the frequency of
Of the hertz.
of the hertz.
Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. And the wavelength is really ohming, right?
Yeah.
As he puts all this together, and it looks like the most jerry-rigged thing you've ever seen. As they pull the car up and you get it connected to the engine, and he boots it up. It starts with a single green dot that appears in the center of the screen, and you connect a few more things, and then that single dot becomes a straight line across. Do you lower it into the sewer?
Yeah, I just got it on a little line, just
The sensor
lower it down,
bit.
and then just tell it to fire the ping.
Okay.
You can't say that it wouldn't work.
Okay. As you lower it into the sewer, and boot it up, you see, as you hear, so this is where the failure comes in. It does send off a sonar, but it is also quite audible. As you hear from above the ping that goes through the sewer line. And you do, on the screen, the line goes from steady to rocketing up and down. And it does that a number of times. And you are able to read off of it that there is multiple things within the sewer system, within the fairly close proximity, that you are now aware of, but also might all have heard that loud echoing ping throughout the system itself.
Okay.
So that might come to play later. Or very soon.
Maybe. We'll see.
But you do know that there is something, possibly
And I know
multiple
roughly
things.
where the thing is, right? That's the whole point of this.
From it would tell you it's
I triangulate the acoustics.
Using the Doppler effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very red shifted.
Yeah.
So you would know that from just rotating it around, you would get the sense that the bodies would be in a western direction. From where your current location is. And not too far away.
Like, ballpark. How far away? Knowing the speed of sound.
Just
Oh,
knowing
really?
it
What
off
is it?
by heart.
It's it's about Mach 1.
Mach?
Mach. The H is silent, Jake.
Yeah. Do you not know weird science?
But you would gauge that it's with your weird science mumbo jumbo, it's likely a couple blocks down. Yeah, it'd be a couple blocks down.
Okay. Now I relay this information to the crew.
We keep heading that way then.
I'm gonna pull out my lever rifle before I go down into the sewer.
Well, here's an idea, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can just go that way above ground and then go into the sewer there.
That's a good idea. And I shoulder my lever rifle and pull out my revolver. And now I have a revolver out as we're walking.
Wynn's
You've,
still
like,
in her
popped
outfit,
the
though.
trunk and like an assortment of oddities in the trunk, including the rifle, your trusted rifle.
Yep. So I have my rifle on my shoulder, my revolver out, and a little sword cane that I'm walking with. Well, a cane that I'm walking with.
But also, this wasn't just like in the trunk. There was a false bottom in the trunk that you had lifted up, and it had all.
Oh,
that.
yeah. And then it's the entire crew's guns
Yeah.
and weapons. It's basically Supernatural's back trunk.
That
on
was
the
that
Impala.
was what I had in my head.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, I activate the pulley crank and retract the sewer sonar device back into the engine compartment of the car for later usage.
This also did mess up the car a bit.
Son of a bitch.
I'm a weird scientist, not a mechanic. Jeez.
It will probably still run again, but it needs some things put back into place.
So as we're walking away and I notice this, I'm just gonna say to Danny, hey, go to the local mechanic, see if they can't help us out. And I use my home turf and they repair it for free.
Wow.
You said it was some minor things. They'll definitely help us with that.
Nice.
Fair. So, you guys head down a few blocks to where you had triangulated the location of these bodies to be. There is another entrance to the sewer. This is at like a decent sized intersection where a few water channels would meet.
Also, if we're lucky, whatever got them has gone to investigate that sound, and we can sort of go down and sort of scope the place out. Or at least Wing can go down and scope it out.
No, I'm not going first.
No.
You are the one with the most sewer experience.
I was gonna say that.
And she's gonna just sigh, exasperated and defeated. And then she's gonna slowly get ready to go down into the sewers, just completely defeated about the fact that she's not gonna fight it.
Well, and at that Corny kind of volunteers. I can go down first. Just come down after.
Okay. Whew. Thank you. And then she's gonna get herself ready again. She has her grimoire and she's ready to climb down there.
I don't know how to attack if we get into combat, but I guess we'll figure that out when we get there.
Point your gun and shoot.
That's the kick some ass.
Oh, kick some
Yeah.
ass. Okay.
So the main combat is kick some ass. We'll get more into it as we go, but that's not necessarily if you want to do harm onto a creature. It is depends on the situation that you are in. There can be other options, but we will get into that. I'm trying to find something.
Oh, can is the sewer dark?
Yes, it is very dark. What do you guys use as a light source?
So Wynn's gonna use some magic for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use magic. It says I can I going to enchant a weapon. Oh, wait. That I can't tell you what it does. Never mind. That's going to work. One sec here. There has to be something that makes this work. I can summon a monster. That's kind of fun. Oh, basically, I want to, like, create a light source. So either enchant a weapon and make it glow, or I want to do one thing that's beyond human limitation, so like create light out of my hand. So, and how I would do the spell is I would use my grimoire and I would chant some like stuff, and I would chant the spell and create it. So, is that cool?
Yeah. Some basic magic stuff should be just intuitive. Like, I'd say for a basic light source, that doesn't really have like a huge detriment to it. I'd say that'd be an easy thing for you to just cast.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to make you roll for. I want to essentially make a flashlight.
Right. So I don't need to roll use magic, or do I still need to roll it?
No. For simple spells like that don't have a huge risk to them, it would be. I'd say it's fine to just cast.
Okay. Well, then when she creates some light out of her hand, and she turns to the three others and goes, I know this is weird, but just like roll with it, okay? I've got some light for us.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen today.
So,
I picked what my level up was.
oh,
Do you want to know now, or should it be a surprise? It was just another move from the Flake book. So
you don't have to tell everyone if you don't want to, but I'll leave that.
I'll leave it as a surprise.
I'm just gonna look it up here.
Should be fun.
I see what you got.
Okay. No objections, I assume.
No.
All right.
Just 1 second. So I got some messages that I had to check out. Let me see. This I was working on last night. I don't know how well this function works because I was playing with the lighting settings in Roll20. But I'm going to drag you onto the new map.
Ooh.
And we'll see if it all like works or not.
Oh, I like the sound effects.
It's dark.
Yes, so I haven't. So can anyone see anything on anywhere on the map?
I see
No.
No.
When did you
I
say
panned
yes?
over the whole thing. I don't see it.
Yeah, I see nada.
When do you see anything?
No.
Okay. So, let me just play with some settings here. When you should be seeing stuff now.
Yes.
I do too.
Oh.
I see it in the bottom left-hand corner.
There we go.
Just a little bit, though.
So,
I should be up front though, right?
So I gave everyone an individual light source.
Oh, that's cool.
But does anyone else actually using a light source, or are you just all relying on wind?
I have a flashlight.
I'm relying on wind.
I'm relying on wind.
I lost track of John's. So, vision is off for Max. Cornelius, vision is off.
I'm reading my guy's thing. I don't think I have dark vision.
Yeah. If I turn.
That's even a thing in this.
What does that do? Okay, yeah, I have to turn them off. Okay. So John has a flashlight. So he should be able to see. Bear with me as I just.
Ow.
So save settings. So John has flashlight, and you are relying on. Okay. So 2 sources of light. Okay, we're good. You guys enter the sewers.
Oh, goody.
You see the water rushing down. Well, actually, not down. It's rushing from this angle. It's rushing up, around the bend in the sewer system. As you step down, you see there's a number of rats that are just running up the tunnel in that direction as well. How do you guys venture forth?
I guess investigate a mystery, see if this is the direction that we want to be going.
Read a bad situation might actually be a better
Okay.
option if you kind of want to investigate or check out your surroundings. Next success.
Which I think is hold 1.
Yeah, let me just. Read about situation. Hold on. Yeah, so you can ask one of the questions there.
What's the biggest threat?
The biggest threat. You can upon checking out your surroundings. You can hear from up ahead, beyond the rushing water, the same wind. This is a familiar sound to you, although much quieter this time, much more subtler. The sound from up ahead. Although this doesn't sound like multiple, it sounds like a singular. How do you guys continue?
I'm gonna start moving forward, I guess.
Yeah, same. But I'm gonna like communicate the fact that I've recognized that noise before. That sounded like the thing that made me leave the sewers the first time.
And if you guys rotate your tokens, it'll move the light source.
How do you rotate?
The little handle.
The thing that
Top.
sticks up, the little antenna above your token, it can rotate.
Oh.
That's
A
really
whole
cool.
new world. Okay. Well, I'm not touching the goop. I'm going around.
Yep.
You make your way down the tunnel.
Oh, I
And
don't know where my character went.
oh yeah,
Got him.
you have 2 lights.
Nope, I have max now. I can select everybody's character, apparently.
Yeah, the way to let you see other people's stuff. Before people continue, let me give some brief descriptions and move the.
Oh,
Yeah, before people continue. If you guys continue to move your tokens. You see the through the sewers there's graffiti that lines parts of the floor, some fungus that has started to grow in different areas. Above, in front of you, you see what looks like a very sketchy, rickety bridge that connects over. And as you keep moving forward, shining your light around, you eventually do hit a creature in front of you that notices the light that approaches, and it cranes its head up. You also see a woman unconscious on the ground on the floor, and this creature just looks up at you guys' direction and gives another wail. And we will pick up from here next time.
Bum, bum,
Pew
bum.
pew.
Oh, the suspense.
I'm sorry we didn't get into actual combat, but we are
All good.
currently pretty much at our time, and I want to have a good chunk for this, as this creature looks very similar to what the previous one had been, but even further in its transformation. It's
great.
buried in shadow, but you can make out large, almost tusk-like fangs protruding. Not even tusk, mandible-like fangs protruding from its mouth. Sharp bristles. Its arms are long, longer than unnaturally long, and it has a more hunch to its form. So,
Nice.
we'll see how this goes next time.
Tune in next time to find out which party member dies for real.
Right?
It's me.
Don't
Vote for
forget
your
the thing
favorites.
you wanted to say.
Yeah. So, next session actually, this was our last session of the year.
Woo!
We'll be picking up, hopefully, next session will be January 7th.
Nice.
Is
See you
it-
guys next year.
Yeah.
You're right.
See you guys next year. If you missed the last session. It is now up on YouTube. It was a busy month, so it took me a while to get that edited, but it is now up on YouTube for people to see what happened at the police precinct. But we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.